Hello, 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 everybody. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for joining me once again for more questions from the 2005 Pascal paper. We're up to question number 13. If you haven't already, pause the video and take a look. I'll assume you've done that. Let's take a look at it together now. Okay, so hopefully you gave it a good try. 8 unit cubes are used to form a larger 2x2x2 cube, just like the one we've got shown. The 6 faces of the larger cube are then painted red. When the paint is dry, the larger cube is taken apart. Always a good idea. Wait for your paint to dry. Your hands are going to be red, or whatever paint color you use. What fraction of the total surface area of the unit cubes is red? It's the total surface area. Okay. So the whole of the larger cube is painted red. So the amount of red area, red surface area, is just going to be, well, let's calculate the surface area of a 2x2x2 cube. So we want the fraction, so our fraction is going to be the total red area out of the total area, the total surface area. Okay. So when you have, we'll do it a bit more generally, when you have a rectangular prism who's got length, width, and height for the dimensions, the surface area has a nice formula. It's twice length times width for the top and bottom rectangles, width times height for 2 of the sides, and length times height for the other 2 sides. Now when these guys are all the same, suddenly this becomes 2 L squared plus L squared plus L squared, or 6L squared. So the total red area is the surface area of the 2x2x2, because that's what gets painted red. The total area for the whole thing is the surface area of the 8 unit cubes. So the 1x1x1 cubes. So the total surface area that's painted red is 6 times 2 squared. And the surface area of the 1x1s is 8 times the surface area of a single 1x1. So 6 times 1 squared. So the 6's cancel out. The 2 squared on top becomes a 4. 8 times 1 squared is just 8. So 1/2. Half the area is done. So what they wanted, what fraction? 1/2, so that's C. This is almost another way to see it that I just sort of realized, especially if you've got, if you happen to have 6 wooden cubes brought with you. Usually those things can be allowed. But take a look at any one of the unit cubes. Each one forms a corner. By symmetry, whatever happens to one happens to all of them. So let's take a look at this corner that's right in front of us. 3 of his 6 sides gets painted red. The other 3 are hidden. So half of this cube becomes red, but half of all the other cubes becomes red. So that's another way to see that 1/2 is the amount of red area. I think that's kind of nifty too. That argument would break down if it were a 3x3, 3x3x3 that we made, because then you'd have like a cube on the inside that didn't get painted red at all, or a cube on the edge that only had 2 sides painted, that sort of thing. But it works for the 2x2x2. Okay. So we got question number 14 up next. Thanks for joining me for this one, and I hope to see you there for the next one.